We have a family friend who's married and who found himself entangled in an affair. It was a very messy affair because the third party was very possessive. And when our friend said he wanted out, the girl threatened to expose the relationship. And now he's faced with a serious dilemma. Should he tell his wife? Should he confess it all? I had very serious doubts this would end up well. You see, confessing to an affair to preempt exposure is merely saving one's own skin. It is not really repentance. It's all about self-preservation. But it's not good to conceal the affair from your spouse either. The book of Proverbs tells us, whoever conceals his transgressions will not prosper, but he who confesses and forsakes them will obtain mercy. People try to conceal their transgressions just like they hide or cover their physical imperfections. If you have a scar in one part of your body, you don't want people to notice it, so you hide it with your clothes. If you have a birthmark on one side of your face, you try to hide it with makeup, or let your hair grow long and you try to, as hard as you can, to cover that imperfection with your hair. Transgressions or violations of God's perfect laws are much more difficult to hide. Yes, even violations of the marriage vows. Perhaps you can conceal it from your spouse for a while. You may be able to weave a web of lies that may convince your spouse for a while, but not for long. If you persist in your adulterous behavior, eventually you will let your guard down, you will make a mistake, or someone will find you out and expose you. At ngayon, dahil halos lahat ng tao may cellphone na, maaari kang makuna ng picture na ibang kasama, at pwedeng i-post ito online. Madali ka nang mabuking. In the end, however, you cannot escape the nagging sense of guilt that attaches itself to your soul when you commit adultery. You will need to confess, first to God, acknowledge that what you're doing is a sin against Him. And yes, you would have to confess to your spouse, because by your very act of unfaithfulness, you've already hurt him or her. And it's very likely that your spouse already has deep suspicions of your unfaithfulness. If you seriously want to make things right between you and your spouse, you will have to take that step. But true confession is not about self-preservation. It is about fully recognizing the errors of your ways and coming clean about it. But this must be done very sensitively. You cannot just blurt it out as if all you want to do is relieve yourself of your guilt. You must not hurt your spouse unnecessarily. The intention of confessing is to heal and restore your relationship. So if you must confess, pray hard about this. Pray for the perfect timing and situation. Ask a trusted family friend to help you out. Arrange for a pastor or a priest to be present during your confession so that the damaging after effects of your confession will be mitigated. Have friends walk alongside you and your spouse during this time of healing and reconciliation. And with God's help, your marriage will become stronger as a result. God is merciful, and He will see you through. My friend, as you seek to make things right in your marriage, and as you take steps to confess about your affair and allow God to intervene to preserve your marriage, always keep in mind, faith matters